It's time for the 41st Annual Pinball Expo right here in Schaumburg, Illinois. 2025 saw a lot of new titles get announced and released, ranging from revisiting Dungeons & Dragons all the way to Jersey Jack getting his dream title of Harry Potter. I've missed a few of these releases, so I can't wait to get into the game hall and finally catch up on all the latest that's been going on in 2025. And if your 2025 ended up being anything like mine, where you missed a few of these releases on these new games.
Are you saying you completely ignored my generation's golden age of pinball machines?
Ignored? No, not ignored. Busy, just busy.
Sure.
Whether you've already played these games or still need to, then continue to hang out with us. Now, as we take a look at the new releases of 2025 through the eyes of the generation gap.
This is a Gen Z game by Stern. We should probably play it.
Okay, I guess we're playing Star Wars first. How long have you been into Star Wars?
Since forever, since a little kid. My dad would always play all the movies. He'd watch 1 through 6 all the time.
Okay, Mr. Star Wars fan, now that you've played it.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
Okay, what makes you lean that way?
The shots are very tight, and I'm not into it I'm not competitive when it comes to not as competitive as some people. When I beat you, I feel good because I feel like I've beaten someone who's good at pinball. But if
Way to redeem yourself there, okay.
I just think that for someone who plays it casually, and by casually I mean once or twice a year, I can't get behind how hard it is to hit some of those shots. And by the time you hit one and you go to hit another one, you're just all over the place.
See, what's weird is I think maybe I didn't pick up that the shots were narrow. The shots didn't really bother me that much. There are some that are fun to hit. We got the little diner stir the cup shot that's on there. But I did have trouble comboing it, so you might have actually hit the nail on the head there that the shots are a little tight. I wasn't really that repulsed by it. I had other issues with the game. It's very phoned in. So it's I cannot stand the sound bites on it. There are too many call outs that are very pinball nerdy, telling me what a playfield multiplier is or what feature in a game that's you as a casual player, you walk up to it, you want to be immersed in the Star Wars experience. You don't need to know what the multiplier of a particular switch is. And I hate the fact that they put that in there. I also hate the fact that the scroll it starts out with episode 4. It's we've seen that. It's okay, you have this title, it's got a unique game title. Let's see a scroll in there that actually has something to do with interacting with the player. There's a lot of lack of interaction that I feel from this one.
I'm gonna steal something that one of our friends had said, is that it feels like someone watched one movie while on their phone.
Just the one.
For half the movie, and then got a basic idea of what Star Wars was. And I totally agree, because it's just not it doesn't feel like Star Wars. It feels, again, phoned in. And you have the hits, but that game is just the hits. There's no deep knowledge of Star Wars in this game.
Okay, and are you picking up on that because you're someone who's in Star Wars? Does it feel like this is someone who is just, have you ever really gotten more than just watching a movie?
Yeah, it definitely feels like it's just someone watched half the movie and thought, I could make a game off of this.
All right, So on that note, when I was looking at this online, I don't know, the art did not blow me away because I'm an art snob, but I think a lot of that actually has to do with like the licensor, Lucasfilms. If you want to talk about good art, King Kong.
Really? Well, if
No, because if you actually want to talk about good art,
let's check it out.
This right here, this is classic art. It's got a lot of really cool stuff on it. The shots on it, especially the subway shot in the back where the ball comes flying around. You have the nice little Ripley spiral. Yeah, there's a couple things from Ripley's, believe it or not, that's in here. You got the nice little spiral ramp. When you hit that, that's fun to watch. And it also has, well, on Ripley's it's the idol, but on this game it's the spider. The little magnets are going to mess with the ball. And all the shots that feed to it. You know, it's been a long time since I think Stern has really nailed one out of the park, but it is a fun shooter.
I do enjoy, it's very colorful play field, and it looks very nice, honestly. The back glass looks good. The colors.
And I love playing the game here where we got like a pro and a premium right next to each other. It's the, you have the addition of the subway. There's an actual gong on the premium. That's fun. I kind of wish they carry more of this stuff down to the pro. I'm not exactly sure how much cost saving it is in this environment to continue to do these two lines. I'd like to think Stern has it down to the science where they can get a return on investment just really kind of combining the features and throw one out there.
I don't see, you know, a big difference between the two play-wise. A few games do have like a big difference playing-wise between the two. What was it? Oh, like Dr. No and You Only Live Twice. I loved playing You Only Live Twice. Dr. No, not really a fan of it. It doesn't translate well from the pro to the premium.
I keep getting focused on the missile. The missile's just fun to hit.
The missile is really cool. I like how it goes around.
I think that's actually like my favorite thing about that game. But the 007 just really has kind of left me like, man. But I think my only gripe against Kong is I literally just released Tyrant's Eye in my first impressions video, and Stern goes and like announces like another one. It's like, I'm trying to keep up with you here, people. Don't go like just jamming these things out, but it is actually kind of cool to get 3 in a year. So we've covered Kong, Star Wars, that leaves Tyrant's Eye. I actually think someone who was on that design team played a little bit of Dungeons & Dragons because I can't find something lacking from like what I've known. I've never played it. I have lots of people around me who play it. I've sat in on some D&D sessions. There's a lot there that actually relates back to the game. So someone knew what they were doing. And the other thing that I've come to respect, it seems like it's a unique campaign. And I use the word campaign because that's what it is. If there's anything that I would like say right off the bat that I don't think feels right, and I think it's changed since my first impressions one. At the beginning, I thought the Dungeon Master, who is supposed to be lively, he is the most animated character in the game, was the most flat character in the game, but I didn't pick up on that here. Okay, that's a lot of nerdiness about Dungeons & Dragons, and I don't even like play the game.
Yeah, I don't either, but I do see what you say about the, you know, narrator and the campaign and stuff. It's very immersed. I do like the fact that you hit a few shots and then you can go to the shop and upgrade your character because they have you start off as a noob goblin and kind of move up as you're hitting shots.
Bad.
Very cool idea. Also, are you a fan of the action button on most of these newer games?
You know, here's the thing. I sometimes completely forget it's there because I'm not used to it, and two, if it just says action, I don't know what that means.
Well, let me tell you something, sir.
Oh, please.
On the new Dungeons and Dragons, there's a card next to the action button that says press for shield, hold and release for arrows.
That's how I get the shield up.
Love that, yes. And
because the shield is really cool, the way it like pops up there. And unlike the older games bumpers, that thing is angled perfectly to get the balls like from draining.
Absolutely, I love that. It's very simple, and it doesn't have to be like action button in the middle of your playing. It's like, I don't have 3 hands. What do I need that for? But if your ball's about to drain, you smack it, shield comes up, you get more playing time.
Okay, now granted, I was playing a multi-ball and you smacked it and the shield came up. That was very helpful. So,
yeah.
But then again, you contributed the third hand that was needed for that maneuver.
You just brought up multi-ball on that game, which I haven't gotten personally, but I was watching him and he gets multi-ball and I'm like, all right, 3 or 4 balls are gonna come out. No, I'm talking 6, 7 balls are just flying.
It's probably just 6. Don't do the 6-7 thing here. I don't think that's changed because I remember back in my first impressions video when I made that, when you defeat the dragon, there is a really big multi-ball that happens. I think it happens in 2 parts. I don't know. It just balls come flying at me. I hit him. It's a very lost in the zone experience. 6 can be a little much, so it's kind of like fun. It seems a little early though for that amount.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like I've done enough work to earn that.
No. I feel like it should be maybe a little bit harder to get that multi-ball, maybe have like an easier 3-ball, 4-ball multi-ball, and then a big one of 6. Yeah. Because when I was watching you play it, it was just smack, like you had no time to think about your shots.
That's all you do. It's just a flail fest at that point. Shot layout on that game, I like the flow of it. And I say that even though I struggle to like hit some of those like really upper like sideways shots on that game.
Yeah,
but that's just me. I haven't learned it, but that should be fun. I feel that should be fun.
It does. When I was playing it, I was trying to hit, those upper shots. It just kind of seemed to just kind of go around up there and then come back straight to me. The dragon's movement when you start hitting the 3 targets.
Yes.
Very cool how you can come down, trap the ball a little bit, move.
I don't know if that was intentional, but that was really excellent. He's like thump down right on your ball, and that's like, I ain't letting you go. You can't beat me.
It is a fun game. Probably one of my favorites from Stern this year. It's a fun game though. I want to definitely play it a little bit more.
The Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Apparently Jersey Jack waited since he started the company for this license, and now he has it.
I think he did fantastic with it.
I walked up to the game. There's a lot. There's a lot to soak up and take in. It's a Jersey Jack game. Originally, I think after my first ball, I'm like, God, I wish he did more with that. And then on my second ball, what did I do? Some insane 200 million in the shot. It's at that point, it's okay, I think this game's kind of cool. It's okay, it's fast. Oh my God, there is the shot that comes. First time it will warn you that it's coming and flip the flipper, that the ball's coming that way. But every other time, I don't know what happens. You hit a shot and that thing speeds up, and if you're not paying attention, it's right down the middle. The in lanes and the out lanes are reversed, so we should kind of heads up that they did a little play on that. Let's talk about the ARGB.
Oh, it looks amazing on that game, and the colors that come through on certain shots mesmerize me. I mean, it is amazingly colorful in all the right ways.
I think this is actually one of the games where, so Jersey Jack has always had this reputation. It's like, I got ARGB lights, I'm going to use them, and they're just on and glowing all the time. And I think they really kind of handle that in Harry Potter, where they like tone that down, and now what they can do actually serves a specific purpose. I mean, there's an effect. It's when you like, it's when you collect a potion or something where it does like this awesome strobing and it speeds up and gets faster, and it's like time with the sound effects. It's very well done.
When you were talking about when walking up to it and seeing a lot was happening, I got the same exact feeling. When you walk up to the game and you just see at the top, there's just so much. And I was worried that I was going to be overwhelmed by it and it wasn't going to be used a lot, or it just wasn't going to be incorporated properly. I was very wrong. It is used perfectly. The spinning car, when you that's great. The lock, the like goblet lock, the ball lock that they have, looks great.
There's also the rotating staircase that it's one of those things. It's like there are so many different shots and the ball can come, but eventually the game just kind of sorts it all out for you, and it happens. There's the upper play field, which I believe is the Quidditch field, and there's a ramp that you hit, and ramp on the upper play field, and sends the ball around to the flipper again. And when I realized, like, oh crap, can I repeat this ramp? How determined was I to actually like start repeating that shot?
He really tried to just keep on smacking.
Oh, and I nailed that sucker. I got the timing right. It's like vroom around again. It's like
the fastest shot in the game is the Dementor shot. Well, that's not even a shot. You shoot the Dementor once, it opens it up for you to hit it again, and you fight whatever character it is of the movie that you pick. Sometimes you get Barty Crouch Jr., sometimes you get some of the other Dementor. I don't watch the movies.
I did.
Or read the books. I read even less than I watch movies, but you shoot the Dementor and the ball drops into this, little cavern, and you know it's going to come out of there, so you're preparing yourself. You are not prepared for how fast this shot. He hit it once, and he literally, as soon as it came out, you were like, where did that come from?
Where did that come from? And that was the one where it just like, all of a sudden when I realized the ball was coming, it was already like out past the flipper, because it feeds it right to that left flipper and out. No, okay, so the other thing that you bring up is like the movies. You don't watch the movies. I half watch the movies, and here's where I think maybe I'm holding Jersey Jack to like a much higher standard than other people, but you know what? I think it's called for. This is my hot take. You got a license like Harry Potter, and at the time that Jack announced this, I was in Orlando on a 2-week excursion to Universal Studios, living it up at the Hard Rock Resort, which if you need a recommendation on a place to stay in Orlando, Hard Rock Resort, highly recommended, awesome. But we got to experience the opening of Epic Universe, which meant that now 3 parks, each one has a Harry Potter themed land. And each one of those, every attraction, everything you do there, it doesn't retell any of the movies. It tells a very unique story. My wife is a big Harry Potter fan, so I had to buy the Hogwarts Legacy game, which from the rumors I hear is the exact same license Jack got to use the Harry Potter license. Hogwarts Legacy does an amazing job because it's telling its own story. And I was really hopeful that the team at Jersey Jack here would tell their own story.
I kind of agree with that. I feel like if it was Harry Potter and you played the game in a way like Dungeons and Dragons where it gives you your character, and you level up your character.
That's what Hogwarts Legacy does. That's why that was a very successful video game. You pick your character and you are now building up your character in the Harry Potter universe.
I will say, he missed it, but if you get another IP such as Harry Potter or a big name like that,
I don't even know what other bigger thing is out there still.
But I want them to incorporate it don't make a movie translated to a game. Make a story translated into your own idea.
All right, so right behind us, we stood in line to play Predator.
Yes.
That is that's one of the insane releases
Lines that are here.
Okay. We played individual games. Tell me about your experience.
I thought it was fun, but predictable. And I didn't like that it was predictable. And
More about the predictability. What was predictable for you?
the ball movement it almost seemed like the same almost every single shot that you took. It kind of landed in the same areas, gave you the same setups for shots, and I did hit a few interesting ones that made the lights go crazy and looked really nice, but I just didn't find anything to
You actually hit shots. I had to turn I hit ramps basically by accident. The ball kept getting stuck in this void right above the flippers, where it would just bounce the top of the slingshots and the lanes, and when it finally got near the flippers, all you could do was a quick slap save to get it back in, and it would fall in this void again. Of course, we finally got around to it on a Saturday, so I don't know if the lines have been long on it all weekend. It's like, if these games just have been played to death, am I just too geared to all the other games that I had to play here? But I don't know. Or maybe it's just Predator has been tried to be booted so many times. This is the first time you've experienced Predator.
Yeah.
But this goes back decades to a team of guys. I think they were called Skibinski, which stood for Some Kids in the Basement. Mm-hmm. And they built Predator. Right, if I had to rank all the 25 new games that you and I have walked through and played here, and Predator is kind of sitting on the bottom rung of the ladder.
It is. 100%. I think I put it down there with Star Wars, Stern Star Wars.
And you're the Star Wars fan.
Yeah, I don't. Just because I'm a Star Wars fan doesn't mean I have to like your game.
Okay, I think we're talking about Barrels of Fun Winchester Mystery Mansion.
That's what it's called.
I hope. Winchester?
That's a mouthful.
But it is. Oh my God! It's like we spent so much time in line. We were trying to decipher what the inscription is on the head of on the head of the game on the side art. There's 3 or 4 here, and that does not meet the demand of the interest of people who are in it. I think, did I spend 45 minutes in line?
Yeah, I think I played 8 games by the time you hit it, by the time you were playing.
Okay, so let's go with a good 45 minutes in line to play the new Barrels of Fun game. This is their 3rd game, and it was worth it. That game, oh my God. I think one of the first reviews that I got is it's better than Labyrinth, yes, but let's actually, so you actually want to judge a pinball manufacturer by their 3rd game, because their 1st game, they're trying to soak up a lot. Their 2nd game, they're trying to correct the mistakes from the 1st game and creating a whole bunch of new mistakes. So you can tell if someone's really serious and going to produce good stuff starting with the 3rd game. So this is Barrels of Fun, 3rd game. They did a great job. This is another one where the ARGB is well programmed. The theme is actually really darn cool. The playfield is fun to shoot. And take note of this, Stern and JJP, all the voice work, every character's expression specifically relates to the story being told. There are no call-outs relating to anything technical like point modifiers or switch target names or names of shots that we nerds use. None of that is in the voice work. You guys need to take that out because without it, the game is so much better, and Barrels of Fun proves that.
I love the little seance multi-ball, the little spiel that they give right before you get it.
Oh my God, he monologues and it rhymes, and that is so freaking cool.
It's so cool. And in my peripherals, the Barrels of Fun booth is over there, not too far, and the line looks to be a 50-minute wait for 2 games in the booth and a Dune, I think.
No, that game has really been getting the attention today, and this game being, God, I hope it's a unique license, otherwise I'm really missing something. This is fun to play. The only reason I'm not jumping around and going back into it is yeah, the show ends eventually, and
yeah, I think if we started standing in line now, we wouldn't be here until close.
Oh my God, yeah, no, it's like, no, seriously, people are still going to be in line on Sunday when this show isn't even open. It's just a flip-out tournament going on. A very well done game. Hats off to Barrels of Fun. You've earned this one. Take your victory lap.
Absolutely. Stern brings many of games. They bring tons and tons of games, and they're all over. And even people buy the games and then bring them and set them up here. Stern games, essentially. But when you're a small company and you bring 3 games and all you're hearing is talk about that game, and you can bring up Stern all you want, but people leaving Expo this year are going to be talking about...
Oh yeah, no, because I honestly, up until I played Winchester, I was going to think Kong was my game of the show because this is my first experience really getting in on Kong, but that's been demoted to the number 2 spot. Winchester is definitely my game of the show. Now, granted, it had the Harry Potter thing on me where I had like an incredibly great game on it and put up an amazing score and really pissed off a lot of people in line behind me. Sorry, Mike.
I will say he did do the Generation X thing of, you know, a fat stack of quarters on the pinball game saying, yeah, this is a reserve for me for a while. I talked to someone in line and I was like, you want me to kick him out? He's playing too well.
It's like, yes, come to a pinball show where it's like, you're playing too well to be here. You need to leave.
We see a doofus in a hat.
No, trust me, I'm playing the game. I'm feeling bad. It's because I know how long I waited. I know how long these people behind me are waiting. And it's like, but I'm having a really great game. I'm torn. Do I keep going or do I just decide I'm satisfied and let someone else enjoy this now? Thank you so much for checking out all the new releases with us for 2025. And let me know down in the comments if today we're seeing Generation Z's golden age of pinball, or if they truly missed out on what really was the good golden age of pinball. And until I see you in the next video, I am Wolffy. Au to you.